I'm from Bridgeport, Texas, and this is my essay, Education is Life-Saving. Education and awareness are some of the most important things that schools implement today. We have weeks to promote drug awareness, signs posted all over the building with the suicide prevention hotline, among countless other awareness campaigns that every student sees on a daily basis. Yet a very real problem affecting America today is missing. Diabetes affects more than 34 million people in the United States alone. Within the last 20 years, the numbers of adults diagnosed with diabetes has doubled due to the population aging and becoming more overweight. Within that 34 million people, 1 in 5 people is completely unaware that they have it, which is where awareness can truly make the biggest impact. To start off with promoting diabetes awareness, we need to have a good grasp of what it is. Diabetes is a chronic health condition that affects how your body uses energy for food, or food for energy, sorry. In a diabetic body, the food that you eat is broken down into glucose and released into your bloodstream, increasing your blood sugar levels, which should indicate your pancreas to release insulin. But it either doesn't release enough of the insulin or your insulin can't process the released insulin, resulting in too much sugar in your bloodstream, causing a whole variety of health problems. The inability to correctly use insulin can make you hungry or tired because your body can't use the glucose you've ingested for energy. Diabetes can also make you urinate more and become more thirsty due to your kidneys not being able to process the glucose well, causing it to create more fluids to excrete. Your vision can become blurry because of the changing fluid levels in your body, and among these symptoms, your body can also experience loss of weight, numb or tingling hands or feet, slowly healing sores, infections, and in type 1 cases, nausea, vomiting, or stomach pains. Diabetes can cause a long list of health conditions, and sadly, there isn't a cure. There are, however, prevention methods you can put into place, such as changing your eating habits to a healthier palate, losing weight, and increasing your activity levels. These type of changes can help you manage your symptoms, but implementing them into your life right now can decrease your chances of getting diabetes in the first place. This is why it is important to promote this type of lifestyle in schools. Most schools already have required PE courses and low-calorie food options, but we should pair these forced healthy habits with a reason why. An easy and fun way to promote diabetes awareness in school is implementing a Blue Week in schools. Just like a Red Ribbon Week, where students dress up to promote drug and alcohol awareness, students would do the same for diabetes. Schools would have fun dress-up days that pair with diabetes awareness slogans, such as a Jersey Day to promote exercise, or Wear Blue to support diabetes survivors. And to end the week off, there would be an assembly where students sit and listen to information about diabetes, how to look for signs, and how to prevent getting diabetes. This week would also be accompanied by a walk and run for the community to participate in to promote overall healthy activity. Educating young kids on the prevention of diabetes and increasing healthy habits is of the utmost importance. I personally have gone to another school district with my mom and taught elementary school kids how to make healthy food choices and how to have fun when exercising. These small teaching sessions can be done at any school, and you don't need a guest speaker like my mom and I to do it. And while it may be a small step, it's a small step in the right direction, and can be that little push that a child may need to start treating their body how it should be treated. Spreading awareness is a huge part of preventing and managing diabetes, and the most impactful way to educate the public is through survivor stories. While I may have experience at the educational level, I don't have firsthand experience with the effects of diabetes, so I decided to reach out to some family friends who do. A close family friend of ours, Dillard, has a son who within the last 2 years was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. His journey was very scary and heartbreaking for his family. Gunnar is an athletic kid who is involved in multiple sports. The news of his diagnosis was a shock to many because he wasn't the typical diabetes case. He was in shape and had a fairly healthy palate, as much as can be expected by a teenage boy. But luckily his mother had a medical background and was able to see Gunnar's warning signs: frequent urination and excessive thirst, which very likely saved his life. Maria and Gunnar are firm believers in diabetes education and awareness. Maria says, "Diabetes is known as a silent killer. Awareness is incredibly important to catch the disease early and avoid DKA, or diabetic ketoacidosis. hospitalization, or even death. Diabetes has changed their life tremendously, as Maria says. Diabetes is something that is on your mind 24/7. Each decision you make can affect your blood sugars. It's caused us to be more aware of how decisions affect our health daily. Gunnar requires multiple daily injections of insulin and eats differently from his peers to have normal blood sugars. Gunnar's story is a difficult one, but luckily he and his mom have changed the narrative of sadness and turned it into just another obstacle that they have conquered. They've changed their eating habits to help out with Gunnar's blood sugar levels and have adjusted to a new diabetic-friendly life. I also reached out to Fred Myers, a member of the Lions Club for 50 years and a close friend of my family. Fred was diagnosed with diabetes when he was 32 years old. He had no family history or any other common indicators and very little information, he said. He was given an orange to practice giving shots to, and when he finally could give himself one, he was sent on his way. However, now he lives with an insulin pump, thanks to new technology and education about diabetes. And he says, "I truly believe that with proper care from the onset, very little permanent damage would be done to a young person's organs. And with awareness and information being spread about diabetes, we hopefully can get to becoming a more knowledgeable society and prevent long-term damage from happening." He also says that while he may have been young and bulletproof when he received his diagnosis and may have not listened all that well, he still believes that if diabetes symptoms and risk were presented in a health class, he could have at least been made aware. Diabetes can be scary and put people at risk for nerve damage, cardiovascular disease, foot and limb injuries, vision problems, and other health complications that can arise from having uncontrolled blood sugar. And while there may not be a cure right now or in the near future, spreading awareness can truly make a huge difference. It can save lives by being able to respond to warning signs early and prevent long-term effects of diabetes.